Sir Anthony Hilton, Member of Parliament of St. Andrew West, thank you for having us in your constituency, and Shadow Minister, Industry, Investment and Commerce. Senor Alberto Ramirez, General Manager, Pepsi-Cola, Jamaica. Anicia Levy, Transformation Manager, Pepsi-Cola, Jamaica. Luz Tejada, Commercial Manager, Pepsi-Cola, Jamaica. Executive Heads of Public and Private Sector Organizations. I see students from Charlie Smith and Pembroke High School, welcome. Members of the media, all distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official unveiling of the new production line of Pepsi-Cola Jamaica. For those of you who are not familiar with me, anytime you see me on a stage, it means that something big is happening, something exciting is happening. But in case you have not really understood the gravity of what today is all about, allow me to break it down for you, and then maybe I will get a better applause. We are sitting and standing in front of what is the new production line of Pepsi-Cola Jamaica. What does this mean? This means excellence in engineering, because when I asked how long did it take to build what we see on the outside and put together what is on the inside, I was told 8 months. We're talking about excellence in engineering, commitment to innovation and sustainable growth, an investment of what? 30 million US dollars right here in Jamaica. I think that is a very big deal. Let's talk about what this represents, a dedication to the craft where we have increased the capacity for not just the local but the external market. Let's look at the provision of jobs, shall we? Because now that we've increased capacity, it means that we'll be touching the lives of many people who will be learning skills. In fact, there are technicians working on the production line who are graduates of HART and CMU. That is a very big deal. And last but not least, it positions Jamaica as the hub, the dot that refuses to be overlooked. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official unveiling of the new production line of Pepsi-Cola Jamaica. Come on. Yes. Come on. I am Terry Carell. I have the pleasure of serving you in the capacity of host today. And if I had the opportunity to design what I think the Pepsi-Cola uniform might look like, then this, I think, is what it might just look like. Do you agree? Yeah. And it is an honor to serve you in the capacity of host, because for me, I've always had a love affair with Pepsi-Cola and its beverages from the day I grew up in the 80s. Some of you might have been in the 70s. We're not dating ourselves, but I remember when we used to drink a lot of our beverages out of bottles. We used to drink our D&G out of bottles. And for many of us, what we would do is we would collect the bottles that we used and our neighbors used, and guess what we would do? We would carry it to a store that would pay you like 50 cents per bottle. And I know to the students here, they're just like, what? You were poor. For us back in the day, it meant that we were putting little savings and we were rich. And then eventually I graduated from D&G and I started to drink Pepsi. You can't meet a Jamaican who does not go and buy a round bun with cheese. And we always ask for cold Pepsi. Or a patty and a cocoa bread with a Pepsi. And if we want to order chicken and a fries, what we have with it? Pepsi. It is our beverage of choice, but Jamaicans are not just going to ask for a cold Pepsi because we don't want it too icy. It must just be slushy. Best Pepsi. Now that I'm a mother, my daughter drinks Gatorade, my grandmother loves Ocean Spray. This is the diversity and the range that Pepsi-Cola Jamaica has represented. And so for me, I'm not standing here just as a host, but as a longtime customer and consumer of Pepsi-Cola and all its products. So again, give them another round of applause for what they have managed to accomplish. So we are very excited to hear what this means. And so at this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Alberto Ramirez, General Manager of Pepsi-Cola Jamaica, to bring his welcome remarks. Please make him welcome.
I'm not that tall, but. So, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. So, I'm deeply honored to be standing here, in this day on the revelation of our new production line. This line was built in 8 months. That's amazing. 8 months of hard work. So for us, it's a joy to be here, So I must extend a warm welcome to the most honorable Andrew Holmes, our Prime Minister. Thank you for being here. A round of applause, please, because so Mr. Anthony Hilton, our Member of Parliament, thank you for being here. I know that we just spoke about your favorite beverage, so Luz, we need to fix something, we need to acquire some cases of ginger beer and thing for this guy. Thank you very much. So thank you for joining us on this historic day for Pepsi Cola Jamaica. Also to our distinguished guests and our partners, the PepsiCo team, the Ocean Spray team, thank you very much for being here. Red Stripe, where is the team from Red Stripe? Thank you very much for joining us. CBL, the team from CBA, thank you very much, guys. Oh, a lot of team, yeah. RPA, our partner with RPA, thank you very much for joining. Our clients, because we are devoted to our clients, staff, and media representatives. So for those who are unfamiliar with me, I'm the general manager of Pepsi Cola Jamaica now. It's been an exciting journey for me, almost 7 months in the country. It's a short period, but an amazing period for me. Because, so the people in Jamaica are very energetic, so are very friendly. So the culture, the warmth of the people truly captivated me. And my family as well, because they want to travel around the country and visit different places. So we are very excited to be here. So I now understand, the global charm of Jamaica, because even in Guatemala, we heard about Jamaica. And that's weird because, it's a lot of countries, but in Jamaica you have that charm, and we appreciate that. So thank you very much for having me in your country. I'm really appreciated that. But you know something? At Pepsi Cola, we are not just a company. So we are more than that. So we have brands from Jamaica, and those brands from Jamaica, we are taking those brands to the world. We have all Jamaican ginger beer. Who doesn't know about all Jamaican ginger beer? A big round of applause for all Jamaican ginger beer, because it's one of our stronger brands, right? We have Team, one of your favorites. And how about D&G? The flavors of D&G, because we love D&G, right? So we also have international brands, right? Brands leaders in the Jamaican market now. We have Pepsi with the Jamaican flavor, right? We have Gatorade with 99% of the market share and the sport drinks. So we have strong brands with us. And we have Ocean Spray, Thank you again for the team with Ocean Spray. After 10 years of partnership with the team with Ocean Spray, we have grown the business 5 times as high. So thank you very much. And you know something, in Jamaica, we are the first country in the consumption per capita, not just in the region, but in the world. So thank you very much for being here. So today, with the kickoff of our new production line, we drink big, because in the company, we love to drink big. And we dream about new flavors, new sizes, new innovations, different things that we are going to do for the next years. So, but I know that with this amazing team, we will make that dreams come true. So thank you very much, team, for the effort. And I know that this is just the first step of many steps to come that marks just the beginning of our collective effort to invest in Jamaica, in our people. So thank you very much for being here, and thank you very much for having me. Thank you, team.
Another round of applause for our general manager. He was speaking about our global charm, our appeal, our allure, and everyone just kind of looked at him like, yeah, we know. We've been told this so many times. But when I listened to him and he said we dream big, what I realized is that there's a fundamental difference between dreamers and doers. There are many people who dream all the time, but they never do. And from Pepsi Cola Jamaica, what you see is dreaming, vision, strategy, collaboration, partnership, and the implementation of that dream and that goal. Felicidades, senor. Job well done. I cannot wait to see what's like inside. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Anthony Hilton, Member of Parliament, St. Andrew West, to kindly bring his remarks. Please make him welcome.
Hola. Yes. Good morning, and welcome. You may hear a bit of stuffiness in my voice because I thought yesterday that I wouldn't be able to make it here this morning. But I visited my doctor and the appropriate medications were applied. So I'm here standing, welcoming you to the best constituency in Kingston. I want to recognize my neighbor and my friend, my colleague member of Parliament and Prime Minister, Most Honorable Andrew Holness. I see the entire flanks of the private sector here. I want to welcome you. Most of you live in my and work in my constituency anyways, so you understand where I'm going. I want to welcome as well a number of professionals. I see students. That's good that you're here this morning. But I also want to welcome to their own place and to say hello to the Pepsi team. I had the pleasure of meeting the new general manager. And I said new because 7 months is kind of newish, huh? But he tells me that he's explored Jamaica already. He knows a lot about Jamaica, and I smile. I said, you're just beginning, my friend. Just beginning. But to the media as well, I want to welcome all of you. Western St. Andrew and this 1 square mile is the most significant square mile in Jamaica. It is the most significant square mile in Jamaica for industrial production. And that's not accidental that that is so. Because the ecosystem that supports this is in this 1 square mile. And so this morning I want to thank Pepsi for yet another major investment. The last time I was here, they were opening a brand new warehouse some years ago. But I've been to many functions in this 1 square mile in the last 8 months. And it tells me that the people, the business community gets it, and that Western St. Andrew, the Spanish Town Road belt, is where it's happening. And so, Prime Minister, for that reason, we have spoken, and I'll be talking to you some more about that 1 square mile and the things we have to do. But you know I have a way of communicating with you about those concerns. But it is important that we take care of that 1 square mile because it is doing well for Jamaica, and therefore we have to make sure that we continue to invest in it. I want to particularly thank Pepsi for this investment. Not only are we a consuming nation, but as you're doing, you understand that we're also a hub nation, a hub for production, hub for logistics, a hub for the supply chain management. And I like the vision. You clearly bought into a vision that I have been trying to articulate for decades. But increasingly, persons are beginning to understand what that means and the benefits that is derived from those in strategic investment. So I want to thank you for that vision. Thank you for making your home in Western St. Andrew and on the Spanish Town Road Belt. And I have reason to believe that we're going to be coming here for other similar function many, many times in the not too distant future. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you so very much, Sir Hilton. And there was something that was my biggest takeaway. It's okay for Jamaica to be the hub known for sports and music and dance and food and culture and beer, because I know Red Stripe is here as a partner, our tourism, our beaches, but it's also another thing when we can cement ourselves as the hub for industrial growth, right? Production, logistics, manufacturing, exportation. And so we can be all of these things at the same time. So we've been speaking about the new production line, but we think it's about time that you actually get a little taste of what it's all about. Kindly turn your attention to the screen. Can we get a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? I watched that video and I got all the feels. I tell people all the time that the biggest flex in the world is that I'm Jamaican, you know. We operate at a very high standard, and when you saw the work that went into it and how they all work so that we could live to see this day, I think it is absolutely fitting that we say we're proud to be Jamaican. Thank you so very much, Pepsi Cola Jamaica. So I know that I probably didn't do much justice when I broke down the significance of the new production line, but I think the person who is most fitting to do this is Mrs. Anissa Levy, Transformation Manager of Pepsi Cola Jamaica. Kindly make her welcome.
Can you all hear me? Good morning, hola, and wagwan. I extend a warm welcome to you all, distinguished guests, members of the media, and our valued partners for gathering today to join us in the launch of our new production line at Pepsi Cola Jamaica. It is truly an honor to have the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, celebrating with us here today. We deeply appreciate his presence as it reflects an alignment of the vision of the government to the commitment of sustainability, economic growth, social inclusion, and improved quality of life for all Jamaicans. We are also privileged to have Mr. Anthony Hilton, our Member of Parliament, and we're also privileged to have Mr. Anthony Hilton. Our commitment extends to our community and its well-being, and Mr. Hilton's presence underscores the importance of our local connections. To our partners, stakeholders, cherished guests, and the media, we extend a heartfelt thanks to joining us in this celebration. Your unwavering support has been instrumental in the journey, and your presence here is truly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to shed light on the profound impact of the new production line. We have Pepsi Cola Jamaica has been an integral part in the Jamaican market for over 20 years, offering a diverse range of soft drinks and beverages that has become staples in the lives of Jamaicans. From the iconic Pepsi brand, the refreshing Ocean Spray, the energizing Gatorade, the fruity Tropics, and the playful D&G, and many more, our portfolio has brought joy and refreshment to countless individuals across the island and external markets. Our success is intrinsically tied to the Jamaican people, and through the partnership with Red Stripe to create the joint venture Celebration Brands Limited, we are able to reach our consumers across every corner of the island. The support and loyalty of the Jamaican consumers has been the bedrock to our success. Our commitment extends beyond beverages. It extends to sustainability and professional and responsible business practices. Pepsi Cola Jamaica has made substantial strides in reducing our environmental impact, enhancing recycling initiatives, and promoting sustainable packaging. We are efficient in our use of water, energy, and we have implemented comprehensive recycling campaigns, both internal and external. Our collaboration with the recycling partners of Jamaica includes a significant investment in their capacity for the PET collection and reinforces our commitment to environmental responsibility. Today, thank you. Today, we mark a transformative moment for Pepsi Cola Jamaica with the unveiling of this new production line. This is a state-of-the-art facility, the Benz of the new line. It is all made possible through an investment of 30 million USD, solidifying our position as leaders in the beverage industry and a hub across the entire Caribbean. As we celebrate this significant milestone, it is worth noting that Pepsi is not only expanding its production capacity, but is also increasing our employment directly and indirectly by 25%. And it's Thank you. Under the guidance of our new general manager, Alberto Ramirez, Pepsi Cola Jamaica will not only focus on production, but also innovation. We have exciting new products in the pipeline and new offerings to have diverse options for local and international markets. Jamaica will serve as a hub through Pepsi Cola Jamaica's entire portfolio of innovations, and this is emphasizing our commitment to the entire region. Before I conclude, I would like to extend a special recognition to some key personnel who have made this project a reality. Odell Howard, Production Jamaica; Sean Allen, Logistics Jamaica; Lorian Jones, Procurement Jamaica; Danisha Stewart, Procurement Jamaica; Alejandra Ponce, CBC Corporate; and Robert Martin, CAPEX Jamaica. I would also like to ask the following individuals to make their way up the podium for a special recognition. Anna K. Robinson, or Safety Jamaica. Yes. Safety is an integral part of any construction and production process. So thank you, Anna Kay. Secondly, I'd like to ask Eisner Blandino. Eisner is our plant manager, and he's been with us for 2 years. Odell Howard, Production Jamaica.
Everything, man. Thank you very much.
Your hard work, dedication, and unwavering commitment to excellence has brought us here this day. In closing, I would like to thank everyone for their presence here today. This new production line is not just a milestone for Pepsi Cola Jamaica, it's a testament for our enduring partnership with Jamaica. We are committed to creating opportunities, fostering innovation, and promoting sustainability. We thank you for your unwavering support and loyalty, and for continuing this journey with us going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for your participation and presence.
Can we give Anisha and the amazing team that was just recognized another round of applause? Nothing is sweeter than putting your all into something that you love and just being recognized. They didn't know that that was going to take place, and that was lovely to actually see. And something that stood out to me as Anisha was speaking is that growth and innovation should not be at the cost of the environment or good governance, and I appreciate that best practice thinking that Pepsi Cola Jamaica has. So now we move to our keynote address. And I've had the pleasure and the privilege of hearing this particular gentleman deliver so many addresses. And there has been a consistent theme, a consistent drive, a consistent charge. It's always about growth and job creation, about building Jamaica, its infrastructure, its people, attracting other investments, and increasing civic pride. He represents Jamaica on some of the biggest world stages, and I do believe you would agree with me that he has an indispensable voice at some of the most important tables. I am proud as a Jamaican when I see him represent us. And one thing I can say is that he continues to work assiduously to ensure that Jamaica takes her place and plays her part in the advancement of the welfare of the whole human race. So ladies and gentlemen, Pepsi Cola Jamaica family, put your hands together as we welcome our keynote, the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica.
First, let me apologize for Minister Favour Williams. I gather she was here, but she had to run off to Parliament. Allow me to acknowledge in similar form my neighbour and friend, the Member of Parliament for Western St. Andrew, Tony Hilton. Good to see you, Tony, and I hope you recover quickly. It is a coincidence that Tony is also the opposition spokesman on industry and commerce. But it is no coincidence that I am the Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation, which is what we literally celebrate here today. If it is one thing that has done well, not by subjective analysis, but by the data and the statistics, is that our economy is growing and jobs are being created, indisputably so. Let me acknowledge as well Alberto Ramirez, General Manager for Pepsi Cola, Anicia Levy, your Transformation Manager, Luz Tejeda, Commercial Manager, the executives and management and staff of Pepsi Cola, members of the private sector who are here in support of Pepsi Cola and this significant investment, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. As I go through the protocols and I survey the audience, I see some students here from Charles Smith High School and Pembroke Hall. Please give them a round of applause. Grade 7 and 11 students. I arrived a little bit late this morning because I was detained by a matter which I won't bring to this platform because this is a celebratory platform. But I ask you to spare a moment of thought and reflection for those two students who were the victim of a senseless act of terror in Western Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, it is always a great pleasure for me to participate in activities celebrating the improvements and expansion of businesses within our country and in particular within the manufacturing sector. So, it is with great pleasure that I join you this morning as we gather to celebrate the official opening of Pepsi Cola Jamaica's new state-of-the-art production line. Pepsi Cola is a subsidiary Pepsi-Cola Jamaica, that is a subsidiary of the Central America Bottling Corporation, one of the world's leading beverage and snack companies. Pepsi-Cola Jamaica focuses on manufacturing, distributing, and marketing a variety of PepsiCo's beverages and snacks, not just for consumption in Jamaica, but for export regionally and internationally. With the opening of this new production line, Pepsi Jamaica has invested 22 million United States dollars and will be able to produce even more of its high-quality products. In addition, it has positioned itself and Jamaica to become the central hub for the Caribbean. This is a great day for the company and for Jamaica. And it is a testament to the hard work and dedication of the team at Pepsi Jamaica. I would like to congratulate the management and staff of Pepsi Jamaica on this remarkable and bold leap forward as this facility increases production capacity by 60%. There is no doubt that this is a game changer. And I'm sure that other competitors are looking on and saying, we need to make similar investment. And that's just good news for me. I am particularly pleased to note that the new production line has created additional jobs, representing a 20% increase in the company's workforce. 20%. Ladies and gentlemen, these jobs are not just statistics. They represent lives and livelihoods. They represent dreams and aspirations fulfilled. They represent economic independence. They represent social mobility. They represent human capital and skills. My university professor is here, and he knows I'm going to acknowledge him. He's partially responsible for who I am. He disowns me at times, but that's how it is. Nevertheless, he has been very clear on defending the statistics of our reduced unemployment. For some, the reduction in our unemployment, juxtaposed against seeing in communities young men still not employed in formal and meaningful economic pursuits, in seeing our young men still being involved in criminal activity, in seeing so much human resources literally going to waste. It may seem as if the figures are not adequately capturing those persons. The truth is that, and I'm not intending to get into any lecture as to how unemployment is calculated, except to say that we haven't changed the way in which we have been calculating unemployment over the last 30 years when the numbers have been very high. It's the same metric that is used. What has changed is that the fiscal management of the country has created an environment of confidence in the business community, particularly as it relates to the stability in taxes. That is it, and in parallel, the development of the institutional framework, particularly as it relates to monetary policy and foreign exchange management, which has given the private sector the confidence to invest. And this investment is pulling in to formal employment those persons who are willing to work, seeking work, have educated and upskilled themselves to be able to take advantage of work. Where we are at now in the society is that we have literally absorbed all those persons into the formal economy. And so where we are now as a government, we never had this problem before, but it's a good problem to have. We have to rapidly engage those who are on the margins of our society, who have, by whatever circumstances, have decided that they don't want to participate in the labor force. Either because they may feel that the economics of the current wage level is such that it doesn't provide them an incentive to work, or that criminal activities may pay them better, or it may be that they have decided to stay home and be maintained. Or they may very well feel that because they have no education and no skills, it doesn't make sense that they put themselves in the labor market. So the government has to create new programs through HEART NSTA, and by extending the school leaving years, you would notice that we have added on 2 additional years to school leaving, and we're putting in all kinds of programs to keep our youngsters in schools so that when they leave, the transition from school to work is seamless. All of these programs are being instituted as we speak. While we will be able to stem the immediate dropout from school to work, there is a stock of human resources that for decades fell between that bridge of school and work. And they're out there in the communities. As you are driving to this plant, you will see them. They are in your community surrounding this plant. They are in my community just across the road. And they are the ones who are getting themselves into problems. They are the ones committing the crime, and they are the victims of the crimes themselves. It is a national emergency to get our human resources that are not in the labor force, first of all, to get them into a culture of work, to develop the work ethic, and to get them the skills to make them functional. And that is now a driving priority of this administration. This is an investment from a multinational corporation. And I must say, and I try not to venture into these controversial areas because, there are so many different perspectives on the issues and so many special interests that sometimes important conversations get diverted into areas that are really carried to extreme of nonsense and divert the attention and focus of the nation. But there are calls in certain quarters in the private sector that says that Jamaica may very well have to consider, if its economic growth potential continues at this pace, that we may very well have to have a program of controlled and increased entry of workers from overseas to supplement our labor force. It is controversial, and I hope and pray that my comments are not taken and carried to ridiculous extremes. I'm really hopeful that Jamaica's commentators can take the time to research before they comment on issues as to the various growth strategies that were employed in the past, that our neighbors around us are employing, and that we may very well have to employ. Because, there are various estimates as to the actual pool of labor that is outside the formal labor force. if we continue to grow and our growth pace increases, we will use up those who are outside. Maybe in the next 5 years, 6 years, maybe the next decade. Who would have thought 10 years ago that Jamaica would be at this place now? But you can't wait until you are at that point in the future that you make policies for that time in the future. You have to be thinking ahead, and that's why you have this government, who sometimes we have to take decisions that in the present you don't see the logic of it, and immediately you jump on it for political short-term reasons without seeing the long-term strategic direction. Jamaica is in a very good place, but there are challenges and obstacles which may not be evident in front of us. It requires strategic thinking. Forgive me, General Manager, for using your celebratory platform in the presence of my friend in the opposition, who the appeal was really to him, to raise this issue. Because you have expanded your plant by 60%, and you are expanding your labor force. So those people who are critical of the numbers, this is the perfect example of why our unemployment rate is going down. And I'm sure you face that challenge in trying to find the skilled labor to build this plant in 8 months. We celebrate 8 months, but I wasn't applauding at 8 months. This could be built in 5 months. Let me return to my script. Pepsi Jamaica is also a major contributor to our country's economy. The company exports its products to 9 islands within the Caribbean, as well as to Belize, the United Kingdom, United States, and Canada. In addition to the company's economic contribution to Jamaica, Pepsi Jamaica is also a good corporate citizen, as it has partnered with Recycling Partners of Jamaica, evidencing its commitment to sustainability and environmental responsibility. I suspect, Professor, that's why you're here, Chairman of the Recycling Partners of Jamaica. In an age when we must confront global challenge of plastic waste, this collaboration is both commendable and forward-thinking, and I applaud Pepsi Jamaica and Recycling Partners of Jamaica. By actively engaging in recycling initiatives, the company is contributing to a cleaner and, importantly, greener and more sustainable future for our island and the wider world. Further, Pepsi Jamaica has established partnerships with both the Hart Trust NSTA and the Caribbean Maritime University, 2 educational and skills training institutions that prepare young people for the world of work. This approach is a shining example of how the public and private sectors can and should work together to strengthen our workforce and drive our nation's development and growth. This is a win-win scenario for all involved, including the potential to recruit new persons into our labor force. I am confident that Pepsi Jamaica will continue to grow and succeed in the years to come. The company has a strong track record of innovation and success, and we thank them for their commitment to Jamaica and our people. Now, I would like to take a moment to talk about the importance of manufacturing to our country's economy. Manufacturing is a critical sector of our economy, and it is one of the drivers of job creation and economic growth. Manufacturing is the largest industry among the goods producing industry, and the 6th largest industry overall, accounting for 9% of total GDP. Like the general economy, the manufacturing industry has recovered from the impact of COVID-19, with output levels in 2022 being 3.5% above pre-COVID levels in 2019. That's a significant improvement. The manufacturing industry grew by 6.3% in 2022 and contributed 0.6% of the 5.2% GDP growth recorded in 2022. The manufacturing industry has also done well on the export side. Manufacturing exports have grown significantly over the last 5 years, from about 30.8% of total exports in 2018 to 70.3% of total exports in 2022, making manufacturing the single largest goods producing export industry. The food, beverages, and tobacco sector has been a major contribution to this growth, accounting for 25.3% of total exports in 2022, up from 13.5% in 2028. So for those people who continue to believe a narrative that nothing is happening, that's not true. Change is happening right before our very eyes. This expansion by Pepsi will no doubt contribute to even further improvement within the manufacturing sector. When we manufacture goods in our country, we create jobs for our people. We also boost our economy by generating tax revenue. And when we do make exports, we are also earning foreign exchange. In addition, manufacturing has linkages with other sectors of the economy, particularly transportation and logistics and retail. I am committed to supporting the manufacturing sector in our country. I believe that manufacturing is one of the keys to creating jobs, boosting our economy, and improving the lives of our people. That is why I'm here today, not as Prime Minister. I'm here today as the Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation, to celebrate this significant investment in our capacity to produce, create jobs, and earn. So I'm confident that the manufacturing sector will continue to grow and will continue to play this important and pivotal role in ensuring that Jamaica achieves prosperity and peace. My job continues to be to put in place the programs and the policies to make this happen. Keep investing, keep growing, keep employing, keep dreaming big. At one point I thought you said, keep drinking big. I'm sure some of you heard that. But keep investing. The dream of prosperity is being fulfilled daily by the actions of entrepreneurs and business people and our workers. God bless you and thank you.
I would actually like to re-invite our Prime Minister to the stage. We have a token of appreciation on behalf of the General Manager all the way to the technicians here at Pepsi Cola Jamaica. I'd like to invite Bianca Fakuri, Legal Manager, who will do us the honors and present this lovely gift to our keynote speaker. The bag is very, very heavy. Thank you so very much, sir, and fantastic suit. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the unveiling, but we ask that you do not run away. I'm going to invite some of our members here to do a ribbon cutting, but before we get to the ribbon cutting, I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank each and every person who has been a part of this value chain. We understand that even though the general manager is here and all the managers are here, they could not do it without the assistance and the hard work and dedication of every single member of the Pepsi Cola Jamaica team. Could you kindly give them a round of applause? And in the words of the Prime Minister, because of Pepsi Cola Jamaica, we will see financial freedom. It's about social mobility, dreams and aspirations, lives and livelihoods, skills and upskilling. It's about the human capital, and you have made it absolutely possible. Y un momentico, para los hispanohablantes. Nosotros estamos hablando de los jamaicanos, pero queremos decir muchísimas gracias.
Right, whenever you're ready,